Good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm going to do a little bit of a late night message real quick. And the last one, and then I am going to bed. It is getting late. I'm usually not up this late. Alright. Get the energy of somebody who's got something they want to say. So that's what we're going to start out with. Pick up on who's good. You are not a god. Pull the trigger and find out. That is the energy we are kicking off with. Someone is feeling tested. I'm like cutting off the top of my head. Someone is feeling tested now. It's like, yeah, you are not a god. Pull the trigger and find out. Never underestimate the predictability of stupidity. this is bad. Oh, yeah, here we go. Thank you. You are not a god. Somebody is just like, they're mad at this divine energy, right? They're like, you are not a god, right? We're all like, we're divine beings here, recreated on earth, right? We all have God energy. We all have that. They're like, you are not a god. And it's like, go ahead, pull the trigger. Let's find out, right? Never underestimate the stupidity. The more you fire at me, the more your life's going to fall apart around you. That's how this works. That's how these energies work. You cannot attack light workers, right? Here's the deal. I'm the best there is. Right, here's the deal. I'm the best there is. I wake up just pissing excellence. It's a little Ricky Bobby there, right? The good Lord said he can get me out of this, but he's pretty sure you're fucked, right? And I guess sometimes we love people so much that we have to be numb to it. Because if we actually felt how much we loved them, it would kill us. And it doesn't make you a bad person, it just means your heart is too big. Someone was hiding feelings because they were too intense. That's what caused this rift here. Someone was numbing themselves to a connection. I get trying to numb yourself to your energy. Numb themselves to your energy. Words are spells. Yeah, we definitely got somebody angry here. Someone's mad. Right? This is just words are spells. This person's just remember it, write it down, take a picture. I don't give a fuck, right? I get penguin stands for dreams and help you through hard times, right? There's just this energy, right? There's this connection, love energy that's in here, right? And leave the penguins over there. That has something to do with someone's having dreams, I think, about you. And that's what's causing this type of energy, right? It's like they feel almost like maybe you might have casted these dreams on them, and that's not really it. It's just, no, I got, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Don't worry about what the fuck I'm doing, man. I've always liked to play with fire. Someone might be playing around with fire signs. All right, let's go ahead and get a past life energy on this. If this reading resonates with you, you'll understand it by resonating with the past life because we are really living all lives at one time, but that's a discussion for another day. We got Greco-Roman. This person could be of Roman descent. I get the sense that they might have a Roman nose. Love life. This is definitely someone that you've loved in the past. That's why this connection is so strong. Bam! There she is. High priest or high priestess. Someone in this connection is a divine energy. Has been. Has been. Forever. For how long? Forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. Always. Every incarnation. Someone suffers from a lot of phobias. When it comes to, I think, the high priestess, I'm getting more high priestess, but you put the energies where they belong. Someone definitely is afraid of you. They're afraid of you. They're afraid of it. They're like, and it's the proof, right? It's the connection you have with nature that disturbs them, right? It's kind of, it's some weird, Well, and I especially get it. Like, we're creepy, right? You're at the witch's tower over here, right? So what? How many of you have bones in your house, right? How many of you have, like, yeah, like I had deer skulls that I had decoupaged with flowers. Uh, it was random. Like, but you can't be afraid of stuff like that. Like, even like my second husband, he was very Catholic or Christian or whatever the hell he was. He was a deacon of a Baptist church when I met him at 24. So, but like, he knew I liked skulls, so he brought me home a kitten skull that he found one time. I had another boyfriend bring me home a raccoon skull, right? So it's like you have all these little creepy things around your house, and there's something about it that scares this person. And if they're from the Roman era, the Romans were very um, gruesome. They were very, very gruesome. There was lots of assault and things like that from the Roman Empire was at one point very, very, very seriously perverse, right? So there's some of these energies of that floating around, right? There's some fear and residual phobias, right? I get like the kind of like the sacrificial energy and stuff like that. This person or you or this person, right? There's something about transportation. You've traveled a lot in your lives, right? And you've exposed yourself to lots of energies. Like every incarnation you've been, no matter where you've been in the world, you have come in as this energy for your communities, right? There's definitely a lot of struggle with authority figures, right? You or this person could struggle a lot with authority figures. Like I said, I think that goes down to the phobias there. We'll get more into that as we get some more cards. Some earth magics for us today. And get the shadow. I get one person could be from Roman descent, the other person. Oh, okay, I got one person could have some Asian or Native American blood in them, right? Picked up in their family during the era of the railroads being built. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but it wasn't just black people that were enslaved. Indians, Native Americans, and Orientals were indentured servants to the railroad that built our great railroad. They brought us lots of medicine and stuff like that. Like simple things like crepe myrtles were not natural to here. They came with the Asian migration during that time, trying to come to America for these jobs, right? And they brought them as medicine, as seeds, and they planted them everywhere. And then people in Charleston and all the white uppity people thought it was cool. They were pretty and they used them to decorate their houses, and now they're everywhere. All right, we got childhood innocence and love and compassion. And I get the sense that there's a calling to one, I would say with the love and compassion card, make sure that you're giving yourself the same love, compassion, and forgiveness that you give everybody else. And this childlike innocence, right? There's something very sweet here. It's like try to look at whatever this situation is. I get that the energies could be very intense and clashy, and they make people feel awkward, and that's what causes the rifts. That's what causes the fighting. That's what causes a lot of the problems in these connections, right? And it's kind of it's this call to go back to a more innocent place within, right? Take out all the things that are making you uncomfortable about this connection, right? Take out sex. Take out things like that. Take out anything that makes you feel uncomfortable. Look at the childlike aspects with this person. Can you just have fun with them somewhere? You know what I'm saying? Without an end game of being something perverse at the end, right? Take it to a more innocent place. A lot of people, and I get that too, because we're kind of at that precipice in America right now. I don't know about the rest of the world, but in America, the sexual revolution, man, we're not far off from the Romans with how depraved people are at this point. It's disgusting. And for divine energies, when we believe that, you cast an energy field around of you about 6 feet, and when you allow sleep with people and engage in intercourse with people, you're exchanging energies. There's no such thing as no strings attached. There's no such thing as not getting emotionally involved. There is no such thing. I don't care if they, what I'm saying, if it's someone's hiring, like, whatever, a prostitute, right? you're still mixing energy with her. Whatever energy she has, you're picking it up too. I got someone's been numbing themselves, someone's hiding their true self, and someone is doing this just to keep the peace. They're numbing themselves so they don't lose their shit. They're hiding who they truly are, who they truly want to be, what they're truly like. They're pretending to be something that they're not. They're hiding their true selves. And they are doing this to keep the peace among thorns. They're numbing themselves to keep the peace. Shout out to all my OGs and shout out to all my new subscribers. I love seeing y'all. Thank you for all the comments and the likes. Really, really appreciate everybody. Means a lot to me. Where have you been? I wonder if I'll ever see you again. I know we could win if I'll ever see you again. Ooh, frankly, Scarlet, I don't give a damn. And this is a fire sign, a masculine fire sign energy here for sure. It doesn't mean that doesn't necessarily mean that they're a fire sign. They might just have a lot of fire in their chart. Remember, you have a lot of placements in a chart. You know what I'm saying? Don't just narrow. Every planet has a placement. So look at somebody's entire chart, right? Definitely, it could be like, especially their Mars could be in a fire placement. Their Pluto could be in a fire placement. Their Mercury could be in a fire placement, right? You're gonna tell me my Mercury's reversed in freaking Scorpio. This is cute on the 3D for this person. Frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a damn, but I'm working my way back towards you because that's all just a big lie, right? I want you. I'm trying to manifest it. I'm trying to manifest it. And I get the kind of energy that there's a divine feminine. It's like, well, fine, we're going to play games, fine. You want to be funny? Let's be fucking hilarious. Check out her mask, right? You want to wear masks, play games, act funny? I could be fucking hilarious, right? That's what's going on here. And there's a little bit of reaping what you sow with this energy. Whatever's gone down, right? Good, bad, or otherwise, wherever your attentions were, where that's what is going to be most important here. That's funny. It's funny. Like they walked away from you, but they still can't. It's all just a big show. It's like, oh, you want to put on a performance? Let's put on a performance. I have the Queen of Pentacles, right? This person is the divine feminine in this connection is getting very grounding. They're trying to ground back into, and I get with the desert here. I even pick up like the desert quest card that I have in my deck. It's like this person is learning, remembering the bare minimum of what's most important, right, in their life and nurturing that. That's what their focus is on right now. They've given up on a lot of luxuries and things like that. They could be have given up on an overindulgent habits. Things like that have been going on, right? They're fixing the scales. They're bringing balance back into their life. Big Libra energy there, right? They're trying to lighten their heart, right? They've moved on from something with the swiftness, and I feel like they were being attacked in whatever situation that they were in. They were under a lot of energy attacks, and they had to put a distance in between themselves and these people, right? And they're still having to block that energy, right? And this is a divine energy, right? This is not somebody who's, like I said in the beginning, like, you shoot at me, it just destroys you, right? I'm sending love and light back at you, right? Because my ancestors are picky as shit, man, and they're mean. I'm like, Y'all playing with things that you don't even know what you're playing with. That's not me. I didn't do that to you. You did that to yourself. I'm sending you love and light. Love and light because I know it's coming. You know what I'm saying? You send negative energy at me, I send you love and light back. I send you love and light back because you are gonna need it. That's just it. Divine guidance. This person is divinely guided. Divinely guided. Divinely guided. Right? Sorry, some of my Long Island accent coming out there right now. This Queen of Swords, right? She's figured out that she's gonna follow her stars, right? Right? She's working on a lot of skills. There's still there's still some devil connections. We're gonna get deeper into that in a second to really test on it, right? I feel like this person's working on skills to overcome this devil type of energy, right? Because they have this Ace of Pentacles here at the end, right? This person's making steps to deal with toxic connections. Eight of Staves. There's a lot of distance in this right now. I get the sense it's just no other way to see it, just like the way the cards lay out, right? She's looking this way. She's looking towards where there's celebration to be had in life, right? And where the most celebration can be found in life. And that's what she's interested in, right? Because divine energies know that the only purpose in life is just try to be joyful and happy, right? There is some energies that's still watching, right? This other person, like you're still kind of keeping tabs on this person. You're still interested and what happens to them. I think that they're like, for all the negative energy being sent at you, there's someone who got trapped in that shit, right? That's that guy you had to leave behind in that, and you're watching them, and you're like, you've self imprisoned yourself in a burning tower, right? And it's like you're just watching and waiting for it to happen. It's kind of like the Queen of Swords is like trying to go towards where all the celebration is, but at the same time, it's like there's this train wreck that she can't stop watching for some reason because there's this old connection, right? Because, yeah, it's all because of this past life energy. This person can't look away, right? This connection's been going on for a long time, right? That's the marriage card, right? Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups. So much love. So much love. Working on finding balance with the phases, right? Working on finding that balance between spirituality and physical reality, finding that balance between home and work, trying to find these balances between these different energies so that you could be the most productive version of yourself, right? Learning how to work with your phases, right? I like this too because the kind of energy that I'm picking up on is whoever this divine feminine is, she's really working on herself. And when I talk about when you're working with your own phases, all right, so say you suffer from manic depression, right? Where you have these really high ups where you're super duper productive for a while and then you crash down for a couple of weeks. Well, if you figure out what your cycles are, usually with your moon cycles, right, you can figure it out as to what times of whatever. When you're manic, you could put that energy towards accomplishing as much as you can, right? There's nothing wrong. Like writers, 99% of the time, like if you're a writer, 99% of the time you get most of your work done. It is crammed in to like days at a time, like 2 3 days at a time. You'll rock out two chapters, and then you'll go weeks with writer's block, right? And it's about utilizing the energies when they come to you for to be the most productive version of yourself. And you're working on leaving this past behind, right? But you're still looking back at it. You're still looking back at it. It touched you for sure. You do got a Knight of Cups here. Someone who does have a lot of love energy for you, right? They want to bring you some kind of truth, right? They're scared though. They're really, really defensive. They're super duper defensive, right? They're defensive in I get like their beliefs, right? And their traditions and how they think things should be. They're a bit defensive. And I think that they could come off as pretty arrogant, very ego driven, and come off kind of like a narcissist with the control shit, right? A little bit, and it's like a little weird, and it kind of I get a sense that it was very off-putting for you, right? It's reaping what you sow at this point, right? Whatever you presented out, you know. And I also need more cards. This person felt this connection too. It was weird for them. They had a lot of passion for it. King of Staves, it took a lot for them to control themselves, right? That fire sign again, though, right? It took a lot for them to control themselves. But that tension energy for this Queen of Pentacles again. And I like how they're not looking at each other, right? They're both like trying not to look at each other very nonchalantly, right? Could have even been two people in two different relationships here. I don't know why I just picked that up. That's very, very specific. Like two people who were dealing with two other people at the same time, trying not to look at each other. But there's this Ten of Cups energy in between them that I feel was very obvious to everybody, right? Like everybody noticed it. It's like what as soon as one person walked in the room and the other person was there, like the whole room was like, okay, well now we're all tense and frustrated right now. Nobody knows why, and it's like, oh, you know, a lot of sneakiness, a lot of manipulation and illusions here. There's something that a lot of person has to work to bridge a gap now for sure, right? It's like this person's going to be sent out on a journey now. If you really want to change your stars, then you need to start following them yourself too, right? I always get 10,000 BC with that card. I like it with the moon out there too. Something about traveling at night. I got Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Staves. This person does not like anybody to know that they focus on you too. King of Swords. He likes to control. He's very in control of thoughts and words. He's in control of his passions right there. He's very defensive, very secretive person. Very defensive, very secretive person. Why are you so defensive and so secretive? They're defensive and secretive. So I get that you make them feel silly. Like just the things that they think of when they think of you. It makes them feel silly. Right? It's just like what they want to come towards you with something. It's like, but they don't feel like they have whatever it is that they need to bring you, right? I get that they're working on it. They're trying to figure it out. I feel like they're trying to get like a team to come in together or come into play or like people to play fair with whatever's going on. There's something around them that causes a bit of chaos and they're trying to get it under control, right? I get they're trying to get people to work with them and stop working against them, right? Whoever's in their cluster, whoever's around them, family, kids, whatever it is, right? It's like, could you please just help me, right? Help me carry these burdens real quick, right? And then we can have victory and we can start moving towards, right? Chariot's all about fame and fortune or fate and fortune, right? Someone's been learning how to balance their energy. We got the Temperance Sagittarian card there. We got the Wheel of Fortune here. This person is going on a rite of passage right now. They are learning a lot about their own energy. They're learning about like all kinds of things I think they never even thought about before. Like, you know, we expose these dudes to all kinds of past lives and reincarnation and star charts, and we start picking, you know, we ask them for their birth times. Next thing you know, we're telling them about themselves, and they're like, all like, okay, this is a little weird. This is a little scary. How do you know what you know? I don't tell you anything, so how do you know what you know, right? I got this person likes to play the victim or has had a bad habit of playing the victim, right? They've been stabbed in the back a lot. Like I said, I don't say play the victim as in like they're always playing the victim. They could genuinely be the victim of being stabbed in the back, but they're going to have to learn how to like get up and flip that wheel to get it turning, right? You can't just lay there in the mud forever. There's something about a third party situation here that they got to tell you the truth about. It's something they lied about that they need to come to truth with now. They need to come out and be fucking honest about whatever the hell it is they've done with this third party situation in the past that could have added into all this shit. Like I said, it looked kind of like somebody was in a relationship or somebody was in something. There was this energy of these two not trying to let anybody else know that they communicate, right? You need a new foundation here for this soul connection. 99, Nine of Cups, Nine of Swords. What? That's exactly how that connection works. What? They had a taste of the Nine of Cups. And there is nothing more terrifying than joy. My son is the king of doing this. My son will be so excited for something to happen, a certain day to come into play. And then when that day finally gets there, he's sad in the morning. He's already sad because it's the day and it's going to be the best day ever and then it's going to be over. He's sad that it's over before it even started, right? And this is the kind of energy that I'm picking up here, right? This person just like, I don't think they dared to wish for a long time. They didn't think about it like that, right? They didn't think it was for them. I think they had given up on it and then they got a taste of this Nine of Cups, a taste of that heart energy, right? That connection. That's what we feed out into the world, right? That radiating light energy. And it just caused them massive anxiety, right? How dare I dare to wish for something? What? I've lost so much in the past. There's that Ten of Swords. And I like how I pulled out two cards on accident. There's a new beginning possible for these two, for sure. There's a new beginning possible, but this person's got to figure out this third-party situation. That's all there is to it. Yep. They got to figure out how to explain this third-party situation. They need to make a decision to come clean about this, right? And they need to do it in order to move on from the past. It's just all there is to it, folks. All right. I think that's enough for tonight. I don't know why. You know what? You know what's funny? Oh, that's where it's from. You're not a god. Pull the trigger and find out, right? You know what that's from? Young Guns. And you know what I was thinking of was the guy in Young Guns, the railroad guy who had the Asian girl. What did he call her? China doll. And the teacher fell in love with her. Picking up that energy. If you guys have never watched Young Guns, watch Young Guns. Young Guns 2 is the story with the teacher and the railroad guy, though. All right, blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I love y'all, and I'll be back as soon as I can, I promise.